Have you ever wondered how sexual desire changes as we age? The truth is that sexual relationships don't disappear in our later years. They evolve, taking on new forms, challenges, and pleasures. For many couples, the intimacy of sex becomes a complex dance of love, vulnerability, and adaptation. Yet when one partner's desires burn brighter than the other's capacity to fulfill them, it can create a storm of emotions and conflicts. Today, we delve into one of the most provocative aspects of mature sexual relationships. What happens when a wife craves frequent and intense sexual experiences, but her aging husband struggles to keep up? Specifically, we'll explore the emotional and physical dynamics of a woman's insatiable hunger for oral sex and the toll it can take on both partners. Sex in the golden years is often seen through a lens of societal discomfort or silence, but the truth is far more empowering. Couples in their 60s, 70s, and even beyond continue to explore their bodies and desires, seeking pleasure and connection that transcend the limits of youth. However, the natural changes in stamina, libido, and health can sometimes create mismatched appetites, leaving one partner feeling frustrated and the other overwhelmed. In this video, we'll uncover the raw, unfiltered reality of sexual relationships in later life. Through real stories and expert insights, we'll examine the delicate balance between desire and ability, the emotional weight of unmet needs, and the solutions couples can embrace to rediscover harmony in their sex lives. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, I encourage you to click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Your support means a lot, so if you find value in this video, please give it a thumbs up to help spread our message. I'm eager to hear your thoughts on today's topic. If you enjoy the content, please comment 1 below. If it doesn't resonate with you, leave a 0. Your feedback is crucial as it helps me create better videos that align with your interests. Now let's get started. John, 74, and Martha, 65, had been married for over 40 years. Their relationship was built on decades of love, trust, and shared memories. From raising their children to enjoying retirement together, their bond seemed unshakable. However, as the years progressed, one part of their marriage began to falter: their sexual relationship. Martha had always been an energetic and passionate woman. Even at 65, she carried herself with a youthful vibrancy that belied her age. Her sexual appetite remained as strong as it had been in her younger years, and she cherished the intimate moments she shared with John. What Martha enjoyed most was the feeling of closeness and power she found in oral sex. To her, it was an act of love and devotion that deepened their connection. But John, 74, and beginning to feel the weight of his years, struggled to keep up. Bookmark. For John, aging had brought with it a series of physical changes that affected his stamina and libido. While he cherished Martha's enthusiasm and desire, his body often betrayed him. Erectile difficulties and general fatigue made it harder for him to engage in sexual acts as frequently or vigorously as Martha desired. Though he tried his best, he simply couldn't meet her needs, leaving both partners frustrated. Martha felt a growing sense of dissatisfaction. Despite her love for John, she couldn't help but feel neglected when her desires were left unfulfilled. Her frustration sometimes boiled over into irritation, and she began to express her disappointment in subtle yet hurtful ways. A lingering sigh here, a sarcastic comment there, they were small acts, but they cut deeply into John's sense of masculinity. On the other hand, John was torn between pride and anxiety. He took comfort in the fact that he could still satisfy his wife occasionally. But he also feared that his declining capabilities might drive her to resentment, or worse, to seek fulfillment elsewhere. The weight of these unspoken fears made their once vibrant sex life feel more like a battlefield than a sanctuary. Their evenings together grew more tense. Martha, full of anticipation, would initiate intimate moments only to find John hesitant or exhausted. The rejections, though unintentional, chipped away at her confidence. Meanwhile, John dreaded the nights when he knew Martha's desires would surpass his energy, leaving him feeling like he was failing her. When the strain reached a breaking point, the couple sought advice from a sex therapist. The therapist listened carefully to their concerns and reassured them that their situation, while challenging, was not uncommon. She emphasized the importance of open communication and suggested several ways to navigate their differing levels of desire. The therapist encouraged John and Martha to have honest conversations about their needs and limitations. The key is not just about physical fulfillment, she explained, but understanding what intimacy means to each of you. Sometimes it's about finding new ways to express love and desire. She recommended exploring alternatives to traditional sexual acts. For example, John could use his hands or mouth to pleasure Martha when he didn't have the energy for full intercourse. Similarly, they could incorporate sensual massage into their routine, allowing Martha to feel cherished and desired without placing undue strain on John. Moreover, the therapist advised them to focus on creating a sensual atmosphere that reignited the passion in their relationship. Soft music, candlelit settings, and extended foreplay could help John ease into intimate moments without feeling pressured. Martha, too, was encouraged to express her desires in a way that didn't make John feel inadequate. The results were transformative. By prioritizing emotional connection over physical performance, John and Martha discovered a new rhythm in their sexual relationship. Martha learned to appreciate the creative ways John expressed his love, while John regained his confidence knowing he could still make Martha feel wanted and fulfilled. Through patience and adaptability, the couple turned what once felt like an insurmountable obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Their love life flourished in ways neither of them had expected, proving that even in the golden years, passion can burn as brightly as ever when nurtured with understanding and care. Their story is a reminder that sex in later life doesn't have to follow the same script as youth. It can be an exciting chapter of discovery, where partners learn to adapt to their changing bodies and explore deeper dimensions of love and pleasure. For John and Martha, this journey wasn't just about reigniting their physical connection. It was about strengthening the emotional bond that had carried them through 4 decades of marriage. Robert and Elaine, both in their mid-70s, had built a life together over the past 4 decades. Married at a young age, they had raised 3 children, supported each other through countless challenges, and celebrated the highs of life as a team. But now, as their golden years stretched before them, a quiet tension began to simmer beneath the surface. For Robert, physical intimacy had always been a cornerstone of their relationship. Even at 75, he felt a deep longing to maintain that closeness with Elaine. While his body was slower and less responsive than it used to be, he found fulfillment in the intimate moments they still shared. However, Elaine seemed increasingly distant. Each time Robert reached out to her, she hesitated or pulled away, often claiming discomfort or fatigue. Elaine's avoidance wasn't out of a lack of love for Robert. She cared for him deeply and cherished the life they had built together. But her body had changed in ways she struggled to explain. Sex, once a source of joy, had become painful and anxiety-inducing. The mere thought of physical intimacy made her feel tense, and she often sought ways to sidestep the subject entirely. Their bedroom conversations were brief and laden with unspoken emotions. When Robert initiated intimacy, Elaine would sigh or wince, explaining that she wasn't feeling well or that it wasn't a good time. Over months, these rejections began to take a toll on Robert. He couldn't help but feel unwanted, as though his desire for her was an inconvenience. Meanwhile, Elaine felt a growing guilt, torn between wanting to make Robert happy and the discomfort that intimacy now caused her. Unbeknownst to Robert, Elaine was battling more than just physical discomfort. Like many women her age, she was experiencing the effects of menopause and postmenopause. A significant decline in estrogen levels had led to vaginal dryness, making intercourse painful. Her libido had also diminished, a common but often unspoken side effect of aging. Emotionally, Elaine felt overwhelmed. The years of raising children, managing household responsibilities, and juggling life's stresses had left her drained. Now, as she faced her body's changes, she felt a loss of control over something so deeply tied to her identity as a woman and a wife. Rather than opening up to Robert, she retreated, afraid that discussing her struggles might lead to judgment or disappointment. The couple's disconnect grew, but their love remained a strong foundation. Desperate to understand, Robert reached out to a therapist specializing in sexual health for older adults. He hoped that seeking help might bring them closer again. Encouraged by Robert's initiative, Elaine joined him for a session. The therapist gently explained the biological and psychological changes that could be affecting Elaine. She validated Elaine's feelings of frustration and assured her that these challenges were common among women in their later years. The therapist also reassured Robert that his longing for intimacy was natural and not a sign of selfishness or insensitivity. One of the first recommendations was for Elaine to visit her gynecologist to rule out any underlying medical issues. During the visit, her doctor confirmed that the pain she experienced during sex was likely due to vaginal atrophy, a condition caused by thinning and drying of the vaginal walls. The doctor suggested several treatments, including estrogen creams and lubricants, which could make intimacy more comfortable for Elaine. Back in therapy, the couple began exploring ways to rebuild their connection beyond physical intimacy. The therapist encouraged open communication, urging Elaine to share her feelings without fear of judgment. Robert, in turn, was guided to listen with empathy and patience, focusing on understanding Elaine's perspective rather than simply seeking solutions. Together, they worked on creating new rituals of closeness. Instead of focusing solely on intercourse, they rediscovered other forms of intimacy. Slow dances in the living room, cuddling on the couch while watching their favorite movies, and even sharing long, heartfelt conversations became their new ways of connecting. Over time, Elaine started to feel less pressure and more comfortable discussing her needs. She explained to Robert that while she still loved him deeply, she needed intimacy to be on her terms, gentle, unhurried, and free of expectations. Robert, though initially hesitant, found joy in adapting to this new rhythm. He realized that the essence of their relationship wasn't about frequency or performance, but about the love and respect they shared. As Elaine's physical discomfort eased with treatment, she began to regain some of her confidence. While intercourse wasn't as frequent as it once was, the couple found fulfillment in the moments they spent simply being close. For Robert, the act of holding Elaine in his arms, knowing she felt safe and loved, was as intimate as any physical encounter. Their journey serves as a testament to the resilience of love in the face of change. Robert and Elaine's story reminds us that aging bodies require compassion, patience, and adaptation. Sexual relationships in later life are not about recapturing what once was, but embracing what is now possible. Through their efforts, Robert and Elaine emerged stronger, proving that even when physical intimacy evolves, the connection between two people can remain as profound as ever. For couples navigating similar challenges, their story is a beacon of hope. With understanding and effort, love and desire can endure the test of time. If you are still watching this video and find these lessons useful, please comment number 1 below to let me know that you are still watching this video with me. As we age, our bodies and minds inevitably undergo transformations that can deeply impact sexual relationships. These changes are natural but often misunderstood, leading to feelings of inadequacy, frustration, or even alienation between partners. Understanding these shifts, both physiological and emotional, can help couples navigate the complexities of sex in later life with compassion and adaptability. The physiological changes of aging. One of the most significant factors in sexual health during aging is the decline in hormone levels. For men, testosterone, the hormone responsible for libido, muscle mass, and energy, gradually decreases with age. This can result in reduced sexual desire, difficulties in achieving or maintaining erections, and a general sense of fatigue. While this decline is normal, its impact on a man's confidence can be profound, making it harder to initiate or engage in sexual activities. For women, the drop in estrogen levels post-menopause brings its own set of challenges. Vaginal dryness and thinning of the vaginal walls, conditions known as vaginal atrophy, can make intercourse painful. Additionally, reduced estrogen can lead to a decrease in natural lubrication, lower libido, and even mood swings, which further complicate the ability to feel sexually inclined. Beyond hormonal shifts, aging is often accompanied by health conditions, such as high blood pressure, diabetes, and arthritis, which can impair sexual function. High blood pressure can reduce blood flow to the genitals, diminishing arousal and sensation. Diabetes, particularly when poorly managed, can lead to nerve damage, making sexual activity less enjoyable or even uncomfortable. Meanwhile, chronic pain from arthritis or other conditions can limit mobility and make traditional sexual positions challenging. These physical changes can feel like insurmountable obstacles, but with medical intervention and open-mindedness, they don't have to signal the end of a fulfilling sex life. The emotional toll of sexual challenges. Sexual difficulties in aging can ripple into the emotional and psychological realms, creating a cycle of dissatisfaction and insecurity. For many, the inability to perform or meet a partner's expectations erodes self-esteem. Men, in particular, may tie their sense of masculinity to their sexual prowess. When faced with erectile difficulties or diminished libido, they often feel inadequate or as though they are failing their partner. On the other hand, women who experience pain during intercourse or a lack of desire might feel guilty for rejecting their partner's advances. This guilt, paired with the fear of being perceived as cold or unloving, can lead to avoidance behaviors that only deepen the divide between partners. Underlying these emotions is the fear of losing one's partner to someone else. A husband struggling to satisfy his wife might worry that she will seek fulfillment elsewhere, while a wife who feels neglected may suspect her husband's wandering eye. These fears, whether grounded in reality or not, can create tension and mistrust, further straining the relationship. Compounding the issue is the societal stigma surrounding sex and aging. Many older adults feel ashamed to discuss their sexual needs or difficulties, leaving them isolated in their struggles. This lack of communication perpetuates misunderstandings and robs couples of the chance to work through their challenges together. The importance of communication. Amid the physical and emotional hurdles, communication emerges as the most vital tool for overcoming sexual challenges in aging. Couples who talk openly about their fears, desires, and limitations are better equipped to adapt their sexual relationship to their evolving needs. The first step is creating a safe space where both partners feel heard and valued. This means setting aside time for honest conversations without interruptions or judgment. When discussing sensitive topics like libido or performance, it's crucial to use I statements, such as "I feel insecure when," or "I wish we could explore." This approach prevents the conversation from sounding accusatory and fosters empathy. Listening is just as important as speaking. Partners must make an effort to truly understand each other's perspectives, even if they don't align. For example, a husband expressing his frustration over his wife's lack of interest in sex might discover that she's not disinterested, but fearful of the pain caused by intercourse. Similarly, a wife might learn that her husband's hesitance stems from anxiety about his ability to perform, rather than a lack of attraction to her. Clear communication also helps manage expectations. By acknowledging their limitations and setting realistic goals, couples can reduce the pressure that often accompanies sexual interactions. Instead of aiming for perfection, they can celebrate small victories and focus on enjoying each other's company in the moment. Seeking support and exploring alternatives. While communication is essential, it's not always enough to address the deeper issues at play. Seeking professional help can provide couples with the tools and guidance they need to navigate their challenges. Sex therapists and counselors specialize in helping couples rebuild their intimacy. They can offer strategies to improve communication, address emotional barriers, and introduce new ways to experience pleasure together. For example, a therapist might suggest exploring sensual touch or experimenting with non-penetrative forms of intimacy that prioritize connection over performance. Bookmark Go Back. Medical professionals also play a critical role. Men experiencing erectile dysfunction may benefit from medications like sildenafil, Viagra, or tadalafil, Cialis, which improve blood flow to the penis. Women dealing with vaginal atrophy or dryness can explore treatments such as hormone replacement therapy, vaginal moisturizers, or lubricants specifically designed for menopausal women. These interventions can make a significant difference in comfort and enjoyment. In addition to professional help, couples can strengthen their bond through shared activities that promote relaxation and connection. Yoga and meditation, for example, not only reduce stress but also enhance body awareness and flexibility, which can improve sexual experiences. Attending group workshops or support groups for aging couples can also provide valuable insights and foster a sense of community. Another overlooked yet powerful strategy is prioritizing overall health. Regular exercise, a balanced diet, and adequate sleep improve energy levels, mood, and sexual function. Simple lifestyle changes, like walking together after dinner or cooking healthy meals as a team, can reignite a sense of partnership that spills over into the bedroom. Reframing sex in aging relationships. Ultimately, couples must shift their perspective on what sex means in their relationship. Rather than seeing it as a physical act to achieve a specific outcome, they can view it as an opportunity to connect on a deeper level. This might involve redefining intimacy to include acts like holding hands, sharing long hugs, or simply lying close together in bed. For many older adults, these moments of closeness become just as meaningful as traditional sexual encounters. They remind couples that love and desire aren't limited to youth, but are enduring forces that adapt and evolve over time. By embracing these changes and seeking support when needed, couples can turn the challenges of aging into opportunities for growth. Through communication, compassion, and a willingness to explore new avenues of intimacy, they can preserve the joy and connection that make their relationships special. The journey isn't always easy, but as countless couples have discovered, it's worth every effort. After all, the essence of a fulfilling sexual relationship lies not in perfection, but in the shared willingness to love, learn, and adapt together. When sexual desires between partners become unbalanced, the resulting tension can strain even the strongest relationships. However, it's essential to recognize that these challenges are not insurmountable. With thoughtful strategies and a shared commitment to understanding and adaptation, couples can navigate these differences while maintaining love, connection, and intimacy. Alternative solutions for high desires. For partners with a higher libido, the frustration of unmet needs can be emotionally taxing. However, satisfying these desires doesn't always have to involve traditional intercourse. Exploring alternative forms of intimacy can not only reduce stress, but also deepen emotional bonds. Simple gestures like holding hands, cuddling, and kissing can work wonders in rekindling the warmth and affection between partners. These seemingly small acts often have a profound psychological effect, reminding both individuals of the closeness they share. For example, a lingering kiss can reignite passion, while a gentle hug can convey reassurance and love. Massage is another powerful tool. A sensual massage allows couples to explore each other's bodies in a relaxed and non-pressured way, fostering a sense of closeness without requiring full sexual engagement. Soft lighting, calming music, and aromatic oils can enhance this experience, transforming it into a cherished ritual of connection. Creating private, dedicated spaces for intimacy can also make a significant difference. Whether it's scheduling a date night or simply setting aside time to focus on each other, these moments help partners reconnect emotionally and physically. The goal is to nurture a sense of closeness and pleasure without necessarily prioritizing intercourse. For partners with high desires, patience and empathy are crucial. Recognizing the limitations of the other partner's body and working together to find satisfying alternatives ensures that intimacy remains a source of joy rather than frustration. Improving health for better intimacy. A significant portion of sexual challenges in aging relationships stems from physical health issues. Addressing these factors can dramatically improve not just sexual satisfaction, but overall well-being. A healthy diet plays a pivotal role. Incorporating nutrient-rich foods like leafy greens, fruits, lean proteins, and whole grains supports cardiovascular health, which is critical for sexual function. Foods high in antioxidants, such as berries and nuts, promote blood flow and energy, enhancing physical readiness for intimacy. Omega-3 fatty acids found in fish like salmon can boost mood and stamina, while zinc-rich foods like oysters can naturally elevate libido. Regular exercise is equally vital. Activities like walking, swimming, or yoga not only strengthen the body but also improve flexibility, circulation, and stamina. These benefits directly impact sexual performance, making physical activity a cornerstone of maintaining an active sex life. Additionally, exercise releases endorphins, enhancing mood and reducing stress, which can further improve desire and confidence. For individuals facing specific sexual health issues, medical interventions can provide effective solutions. For men struggling with erectile dysfunction, medications like sildenafil, Viagra, or Tadalafil, Cialis, can restore functionality and confidence. Women experiencing vaginal dryness or discomfort during sex may benefit from lubricants, vaginal moisturizers, or estrogen therapy to alleviate pain and enhance pleasure. Supplements and functional foods tailored to sexual health can also be helpful. Ingredients like ginseng, L-arginine, and maca root are often included in products aimed at boosting libido and energy. However, it's important to consult a healthcare provider before starting any new supplement to ensure safety and effectiveness. Sleep and stress management are other critical factors. Poor sleep quality can lower testosterone levels in men and disrupt hormonal balance in women, reducing libido. Practices like meditation, deep breathing exercises, or mindfulness can reduce stress, helping couples approach intimacy with a relaxed and open mindset. Balancing needs and expectations. When sexual needs differ between partners, finding balance requires open communication and a willingness to adapt. Setting realistic expectations about the frequency and nature of sexual activity is essential for both partners to feel valued and understood. Bookmark. Instead of focusing on quantity, couples can prioritize the quality of their intimate moments. A single meaningful encounter, filled with love and attentiveness, can often be more fulfilling than multiple unsatisfying attempts. For example, taking the time to build anticipation through flirtation or meaningful gestures can make each intimate experience more rewarding. It's also helpful to redefine what intimacy means within the relationship. Physical touch, emotional closeness, and shared moments of joy are all forms of intimacy that can strengthen the bond between partners. By shifting the focus away from performance, couples can reduce pressure and foster a more relaxed and enjoyable dynamic. Couples may also benefit from experimenting with new approaches to intimacy. This could involve exploring fantasies together, introducing elements like role-playing or sensual games, or simply trying new settings for intimacy, such as a romantic getaway. The goal is to keep the relationship exciting and to remind both partners of the passion they share. Maintaining an open mind and a sense of humor can also make a world of difference. Sexual challenges are a natural part of aging, and approaching them with curiosity and creativity can transform obstacles into opportunities for growth. The path forward. Ultimately, the key to navigating sexual challenges in aging relationships lies in mutual respect, empathy, and adaptability. Recognizing that intimacy evolves with time allows couples to embrace these changes as a natural part of their journey together. Whether through alternative solutions, improved health practices, or recalibrated expectations, couples can continue to enjoy a fulfilling and passionate relationship well into their later years. By prioritizing connection and understanding, they not only enhance their sexual bond but also reinforce the love and partnership that form the foundation of their lives. In this chapter of life, intimacy is not about chasing the past but celebrating the present. With patience, creativity, and care, couples can find new depths of connection, proving that the spark of desire doesn't diminish with age, it simply burns differently. As we reach the end of this journey through the complexities of sexual relationships in later life, it's clear that intimacy goes far beyond physical acts. At its core, sexual intimacy is about emotional connection, mutual understanding, and the enduring desire to share love and affection with your partner. Age may change the ways we express that love, but it never diminishes its depth or importance. Throughout this video, we've explored real stories of couples navigating the challenges of mismatched desires, physical limitations, and evolving emotional needs. From alternative ways to satisfy high libidos to practical solutions for overcoming physical discomfort, the path to fulfilling sex life in your golden years is paved with communication, creativity, and compassion. One of the most important takeaways is the value of open dialogue. Talking candidly about your needs, fears, and expectations creates a foundation of trust that can withstand the trials of aging. When both partners feel heard and understood, they can work together to find solutions that honor their shared love and respect. Additionally, taking care of your physical and emotional health is essential. Whether it's improving your diet, staying active, or seeking medical advice for specific issues, small steps can lead to significant improvements in your overall well-being and sexual satisfaction. And remember, quality always outweighs quantity. Cherish the moments that bring you closer, no matter how they manifest. Aging doesn't mean the end of passion. It means discovering new ways to nurture and celebrate it. With patience and effort, couples can embrace this stage of life as an opportunity to grow even closer, finding joy in the journey of love that has carried them this far. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Does this video resonate with your experiences or spark questions about your own journey? Leave a comment below to share your thoughts, insights, or concerns. Your voice is an invaluable part of this conversation. And if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to our channel and click the notification bell to stay updated on more empowering content about love, intimacy, and life after 50. We're here to help you navigate these meaningful topics with warmth, respect, and practical advice. Together, let's continue to break down taboos and celebrate the beauty of aging relationships. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in the next video. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from this topic. Have any thoughts or personal experiences to share? Drop them in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you haven't already, click the subscribe button and ring the notification bell to join our community for more empowering content. Thank you for watching, and until next time, embrace the journey with confidence.